MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the San Francisco Giants and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Chet Steadman gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
Now in the box, Alan Correa. He will lead this one off today.
The third baseman, Alan Correa.
Here's the pitch. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty B, what we're seeing there is a team, D-Row. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them out and executing pitches down and away. This is a good ball club.
And this is fouled at the plate. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. Our temperature, hot but not overly hot. 87 degrees here at first pitch. Ready on 1 and 2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking up around the letters.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
And that'll bring up Nick Livingston. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1 out, nobody on. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 13 for him on the year as the Giants are stink to a 1-0 lead.
Loved a homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Standing in now, Joseph Arnold. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 now. There's ball 4.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking you deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
standing in, Raul Mendoza. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 4-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem I think at times hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Arnold, base runner at first with 1 out. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. So striding in, Adrian Manuel. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. From the stretch, Stedman has worked his way through more than 2,500 innings in his career. And through those innings, he's tallied greater than 3,300 strikeouts. Similar numbers to greats like Phil Niekro and Greg Maddux. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Two out with the man at first. He's running. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Giants off to a good start. Bye-bye, baby. It's a solo home run. On to the bottom of the first, and the Giants are off to an early 1-0 lead. James Reyes will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
J.C. Embry is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Liner towards second, leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
The third baseman, Santiago.
Coming to the plate now, Freddie Santiago. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
So digging in now, Ryan Buckner, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Buckner carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, Pete Armstrong.
Digging in, Pete Armstrong, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set and the pitch. The slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. A runner on first with 2 away. Oh, and he misses it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. They're down 1-0. Digging in, Reggie Rivas. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Into the box, Ricky Raimo, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Giants catcher. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He swings and grounds it to short. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Into the box now, Sammy Sosa. He's sitting just above the banner 300 mark on the season coming into this one. First delivery to him on the way. The 1-0.
That's ball 2. 2-0.
Grounded up the first baseline. And this will get past him down the line at first. It's a fair ball.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute, that fires me up right there.
Stepping into the box, Jesse Padilla, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left. So coming to the plate, Sito Suzuki. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Fouled off. Here it comes, 0-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
At the plate now, Nicholas Corner. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 9 homers and 42 runs batted in. 1-0. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down at the balls. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
Thank you, Heidi. Now the pitch. James Reyes is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Now the pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
The 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. And that'll get through into left, and you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than a leadoff single.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board where the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
To the plate now, Alan Correa, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Here's the 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Into the box now, Nick Livingston, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Ready with the 0-1. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Runner at first here, one man out. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Sosa is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Stepping up now, Joseph Arnold. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground to second. He's got it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left for San Francisco, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Chet Steadman, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now here's the pitch.
Ball in. At the ball.
Well, this is what really can frustrate you when you're on the mound. You're facing a pitcher that really doesn't offer much as far as being able to hit, and you fall behind 2-0. It just feels like you're wasting pitches.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Now here it comes.
Full count.
And he misses with it. Ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Coming to the plate now, J.C. Embry. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
And that misses. Ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Nobody out, runner on first. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. He'll try again. 1-2.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Digging in to try it again, Freddie Santiago. He singled his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. The 1-0. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Here's a look over to first. A dive, but he's back. Now the 2-0. Runners on the move for second. Strike taken, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Arnold is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Stepping up to the plate, Ryan Buckner, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Here comes the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cubs strand one. They still trail 1-0. Now at the plate, Raul Mendoza. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1-0 the count. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Sosa is there, one away.
now batting, the first baseman, Adrian Manuel.
Stepping in, Adrian Manuel. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball one. Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Into the bleachers and out of here. A solo shot here to left. 19th home run for him on the season as the Giants have taken a 2-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
So now to the plate, Reggie Rivas. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A base hit in his first trip. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is.
Ball, that's in.
Two runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And that's in there for a called third strike on the split-fingered fastball. 2 away.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
In now, Ricky Raimo. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here it comes. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-0 San Francisco. Leading off the inning, Pete Armstrong, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. For the current campaign, Armstrong is slugging north of .480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. Lined hard toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
Standing in now, Sammy Sosa, and it's grounded just foul down the line. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to short. There's one. On to first, and they get the double play. Digging in the switch hitter, Jesse Padilla. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. They're still down. It's 2-0. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. First offering on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Bogaerts has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is, and shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Down the first baseline, reined in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now back.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, James Reyes. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Swing and a liner. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
As we take a look at the pitch count, you can see that it's not that high, but you have to wonder maybe if the heat is taking it out on this guy a little bit. The weather can be the great equalizer, especially when the temps are starting to rise like this.
At the plate, Alan Correa, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 delivery. Off the corner with the splitter, it's 2-0.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. And it's fouled away. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
To the plate now, Nick Livingston, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Into the box, Joseph Arnold, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Outside and low, 3-0.
This is a spot you'd like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here it comes, the 3-0. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. The 3-1. He loses him on ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Riding in once again, Raul Mendoza, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Ready with the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Giants leave them loaded as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Stepping into the box, Sito Suzuki. They'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Raimo moving to his left. 1 down. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. The next Cub up, Nicholas Horner. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike taken up in the zone. One out, nobody on. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The 2-1.
Yep, 3-1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is foul right side. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
At the plate now, Chet Steadman, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Behind 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
So now to the plate, J.C. Embry. Hey now, he's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. That's wide, 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cubbies draw a bit closer on the strength of this solo home run. We're through 5 here this afternoon. It's the Giants 2 and the Cubs 1. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Adrian Manuel.
The last at that, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that pitch is up.
Now the 1-0. It's taken down and in for a ball. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Here's the 3-0. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Now batting, Reggie Rivas. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is skied into short left center. Suzuki comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Now back, catcher, Ricky Raimo.
Striding into the box, Ricky Raimo. First offering on its way. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. In there, and it's even at 1.
1-1.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. And there he goes towards second. Hit on the ground to third. And that's the 2nd out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Striding in, Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch hit hard on the ground at first, and a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box now, James Reyes. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Runners on first and third, 2 away. A ball and a strike.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Two and one. Here it is. And a swing and a miss. Does that look like self-defense there? It's 2-2.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Here's the 2-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Giants leave a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Digging in now, Freddie Santiago. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First pitch of the at-bat. Wind up and the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mendoza is camped under this one, and he's got it for the first out. Into the box, Ryan Buckner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
The 0-1 delivery. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. This pitch is popped up. Manuel is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Pete Armstrong. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1, no strike.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Two out, nobody on. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Liner towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Cubs are down in order. They're down 2-1. Matt Brister will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Number 29, Matt Brister.
Seventh inning ready to roll, and set to go is the third baseman, Alan Correa. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Brister, a Minnesota-born ball player. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. 0-1. Here it comes. A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nick Livingston.
Nick Livingston will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Pitch on the way. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Misses. Ball 2. This is on the ground over to first. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the left fielder, Joseph Arnold.
So striding forward now, Joseph Arnold. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Off-speed pitch here, but it dips below the knees, evening us at 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Giants down in order. They still lead it 2-1. Cody Allen gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Cody Allen.
Leading off the inning, Sammy Sosa, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants' bullpen. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Allen, a native Floridian. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues, without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes. He's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Full count.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Allen has over 40 innings on his line so far. And when you look at his whip over those innings, it's not a particularly pretty number, over 1.5. So he's often dealing with a lot of traffic on the base paths, unfortunately. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
In now, Jesse Padilla, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Inside with the breaking ball, 2-0. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Arnold is underneath this one, and that's out number 2.
Now back, fielder,
Settling in now, Sito Suzuki. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Now the pitch. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. Lined hard to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and there's his first base hit in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate, Nicholas Horner, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And a dive, but he's back in. The 0-1 pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder on the run. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Cubs strand 1. They still trail it here 2-1. Leading off the inning, Raul Mendoza, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Here comes the first pitch. The 1-0 home. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today. Both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. Standing in, Adrian Manuel. first offering on its way. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
The second baseman,
Stepping in now, Reggie Rivas, as it's on the ground toward the hole. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Well, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Roll. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
As a look, now the pitch.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
0-1 count and the pitch. In there, strike two.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Grounded to the right. One there. Onto the pitcher covering at first, and it's your textbook 3-6-1 double play that'll get him out of the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Giants 2 and the Cubs 1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Maxwell Place is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Johnny Ota will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Jimmy Grimes will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Standing in now, J.C. Embry. 0-1 the count. Pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Lifted in the air to center. Mendoza will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, the third baseman,
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Freddie Santiago. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. From the stretch. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Now a circle change, but he takes it low, ball 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Swinging away and maybe a bit too anxious there. Still ahead in the count, 3-1. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner in first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
3-2 pitch. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Cubs are down quietly. Our score remains 2-1. Billy Palmer enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better two-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Pitch on the way.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
High in the air out to center field. Armstrong is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Johnny Ota.
At the plate, Johnny Ota. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now pitch on the way. Palmer has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Padilla has it. He makes the throw to first. 2 down.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Alan Correa. First pitch of the at-bat. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. A ball and a strike to the Giants' leadoff man. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Giants are down 1-2-3. They lead it 2-1. Studer comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 6, Will Studer.
At the plate, Ryan Buckner 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
First offering on its way.
Yep, that ball went out.
The 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Livingston is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the ninth.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Pete Armstrong. First pitch on its way. In there for strike one. One out, nobody on. And he lays off for ball one.
1-1.
Slice down the left side, but foul. The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mendoza is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the ninth. Ready for another chance, Sammy Sosa. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch.
1-0.
Now the 1-0. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the ninth. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. San Francisco jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. James Reyes wins his 3rd of the season. Chet Steadman pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Will Studer wraps it up for the save, his 18th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Giants, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.